Alright, so I'm gonna open up and disassemble this Lenovo Yoga 710-15 IKB model name 80V5. So this was having some screen issues. I'm gonna see if I can fix the screen issue without completely disassembling the laptop, but if I have to take it apart, then this will be a complete disassembly video. For now, it's gonna be just the screen, so we'll see. Depending what the title is of the video, you'll know if I'm gonna do a complete disassembly or just the screen. But first, for the screen, what you want to do, there are these little rubber covers that you want to remove. I just use a little needle, and then I just get the needle in the corners of the rubber pieces, and then I pop them out. There is a little adhesive on the back, so keep that in mind. You will have to kind of peel it up, okay? So same thing with the other one. Peel that out. Once you do that, you'll need a, I believe, PH1. Yep, so a PH1 screwdriver will work here. Alright, so remove those two screws. Okay. Once you remove those two screws, oops, that plastic came out pretty easily. Normally it's difficult to get those plastic covers out, but it came out on its own. So you have to remove these plastic covers, okay? So usually you'll have to use like a thin pry tool or something, and then you just get underneath, okay? Or you can actually use the needle. Let's see if we can do this. And then from the little edge here, let's see if we can lift it out. Doesn't want to come out. Okay, so from the screw hole actually is easiest. I used my curved needle, and then I can just lift it out just like that. Okay. Once you do that, you also want to remove the plastic piece here. So this, you will need a pry tool as well. You can try and do this with your fingernails as well. So let's see if I can pop it out. I forgot which way the clips go. Do they go from this side? They're holding pretty strong in there, so might have to use a strong metal pry tool. Okay, so just go underneath the corner. Oh yeah, you can do it that way. So if you only have fingernails, you want to rotate this, okay? And then you want to get your fingernail underneath the bottom piece of it and then pop it out. Okay, just like this. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, you need longer fingernails for this, so my fingernails right now are a bit too short. So you'll have to use the metal tool if you can't do it with your fingernails. Just stick the pry tool in there and then pop it up. Okay, it is pretty tough to remove. Maybe I just got lucky with that one. Let me pull this one side out from this side and then look at the clips. Okay, so we got that. So these clips are pretty strong. They're holding in really well. Uh-oh, my phone overheated. Alright, let's see how long my phone will last before it overheats again. I'm making it upload and record at the same time, so it's running too hot. But anyways, let's pop this up. So it looks like you do have to pop it up from the side closest to the hinge. Okay, and then you can kind of wiggle it. These clips are pretty tough to remove. Okay, so you do have to kind of push on it pretty hard. So the clips look about the same from both sides, so should be removable from either side, but I found it's easiest to kind of push from the bottom closest to the hinge. Alright, so now we got one screw here, and then we got elastic tabs here to take the screen out. So let's get the screws out. Okay, I see one screw. Alright, looks like you can use the PH1 for this as well. Alright, so we got those three screws. So this screen is held in with adhesive, so to remove it you need like a little needle or something to get underneath. So here you can see I can lift up this black adhesive tab, and then what you do is you pull it straight back. Okay, you want to pull it straight back towards yourself. It does go in an L shape underneath the screen, so just keep that in mind. And then you kind of want to keep the adhesive from sticking to itself, so if you can, make sure let the adhesive go back in and then pull it again. Okay, so like this, and then once you pulled enough, let it go back so it doesn't slingshot, and then grab it again. Alright, and then pull it straight back. I use my other fingers to kind of hold it slightly so that way it's less likely to slingshot itself. So there we go. Okay. Again, this stuff is super sticky, so keep in mind you really don't want it to touch itself or it's gonna be stuck on there like permanently. Okay, so peel it some more. I think it's almost done. Right. Okay, it's sticking really strong. So again, you just keep pulling it back slowly. Okay, and then when you have it stretched too far, let it go so that it shrinks back, and then start back as close as you can to the screen and then pull it again. Okay, I think it's almost out. It's kind of skipping now. So just pull it a little bit more. I'll show you what the adhesive strip looks like. So let's see, hopefully I won't get it stuck to itself. But basically the adhesive strip is like this. Okay. So I have to be careful, it's going to end up sticking to itself. Okay, so it goes like this, and then it goes like an L shape. So it goes down the screen, and then it L shapes, and then curves down to here. So that's how this adhesive strip works. Okay, and the way it releases is as it stretches, it's not as sticky, and that's how they design this adhesive strip. Okay, so there's one on. Alright, well, it died quicker than I thought, but what I was saying was there's one on either side. So the adhesive on this side actually looks like it's white, so use the needle again and then lift it up. So I don't know why they use two different colored adhesives on this one this time. Usually, okay, so I'll go from this side. Maybe it's to make it easier to see because there's a wire here. Alright, so you gotta lift up this adhesive. This one you're most likely gonna end up folding it on itself, at least part of it. Okay, so this adhesive is pretty tough to remove because it's underneath the wire. Oh, sorry, my head's blocking the way. But just use like a little needle or something, or a toothpick. And then once you can get part of it up, just kind of pull on it. Hopefully that'll get it to release. Okay, just like that. Alright, accidentally tore it a little bit. You want to be careful if you tear it, because if you tear it and it gets stuck underneath, you're never going to get it out. Okay, so now that we got that, start peeling it. I am going to have to cut off the part that got torn. Okay, so you just pull it like that, same like before. This adhesive seems weaker. I think it's actually rolling on itself. So this one I'm most likely not going to be able to reuse actually, because this adhesive is just, oh no. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out. That's what I was worried about. Let's see if I can lift it from just this one side, because if that's the case, it's going to be impossible to fix now if it's stuck in there permanently. Okay, so usually once you get both adhesives out, you kind of want to lift the screen. Okay, is there another one here somewhere? No. Okay, you want to lift this side of the screen. Alright, and then you can pull the glass down. I think that's how it comes out. Let me make sure. Yeah, so the glass comes down, and then after the glass comes down, you can lift the whole screen out. But because that adhesive tore, I don't know why they used a different kind, but now it's going to make this very, very difficult to remove. Let's see here. Since the screen is semi-working, I don't want to end up damaging it. Alright, so let's see if I can somehow remove this. Since it won't come out normally, I don't know if you can see this. I'm probably going to have to stop the repair here. But basically what you do is you have like constant pressure of the thing pulling itself. So usually I'll just have it leaning, and the weight of the screen will slowly peel itself off from the adhesive. It's just a much longer process. So if it breaks like that, that's what you have to do. You need to have it in a way that it will just constantly be slowly peeling itself away, because now it's going to be impossible to get that out, I think. Let's see if I can work it out somehow. I don't know why. The white strip is actually a lot thinner, so that's why it tore. But let's see if I can somehow still pull this downwards a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come out. So this is gonna be a bit risky. Yeah, it's not sliding at all. So this, I'm gonna have to just be careful and kind of let the weight of the screen or the weight of the body slowly peel the adhesive up. Usually you just put something under here that's big enough that it's kind of constantly exerting force on it, and that should allow it to slowly peel the adhesive away. Let me see if I can see it from under here. I can see the adhesive from there, so if you have like some good tweezers or pliers, let me try with some tweezers. So this is, I guess you'll get to see what happens when things don't go the way they should go, or when the design is designed to purposely not work. Okay, so get the tweezers. Let's see if I can reach it from here. I don't know if I can reach it from here, but basically I'm just trying to grab the adhesive. I can semi-reach it. I think I need some pliers, some needle nose pliers, because the tweezers aren't strong enough. So yeah, if it breaks off like that, oh, is it peeling off? Sounds like it's slightly peeling up. Okay, so I'm gonna need some, I don't think I have any pliers this tiny though, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I don't know. It's just getting sucked in further and further. So I guess I'm gonna cut the video there, and then I'll see. I'm probably gonna have to use the gravity method to get the adhesive out, because it doesn't look like I can pull this out by force. Alright, so yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully this will help some people that also accidentally tore it. But like I was saying, you can put something that's just slightly bigger so that it constantly keeps force on this. You don't want it too big, because if you put too much force too fast, it'll crack this. So just keep that in mind, alright? So anyways, hopefully this video will be useful to some people. If you don't tear this, then your screen will come out. One thing to keep in mind, if you are disconnecting the LCD cable, you do want to open the bottom cover and disconnect the battery and hold the power button for 15 seconds first. So this, I was just going to check if the cable is loose and kind of push it back in, but because the thing broke, I can't even check that. So yeah, anyways, sorry about that. If I get another one of this same model in the future that doesn't break like that, then I'll do another video. But that's all for now. Hopefully that helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Alright, so I was eventually able to get it out. I had to basically use the tweezers and swirl it around like spaghetti. But let's see if I can actually remove the rest of the adhesive. Hopefully it won't tear again. But I'll just try and pull it out. Okay, it stopped rolling up on itself like before. So hopefully... Okay, uh-oh, it's starting to twirl around on itself again. That's not good. Okay, I think I have some replacement adhesive strips of this, so hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, there's a blue mark on here. Kind of strange. Okay, now the adhesive is coming out okay. So, I don't know why, but this one kept curling on itself. Okay, So here we go. As you can see, this stuff, it sticks really strongly to itself. It's, even if you can peel it, it's really hard to undo it, and then it just tears. Okay, so when it tears like that, it ends up being useless. Can't really do anything with it. Can use a tiny bit of this maybe. Let's see, this all stuck to itself, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to use any of it. Yeah, it's just getting more and more stuck to itself. Okay, so we got some of it separated. So we can use like a small strip, I guess, but I don't know because it's just tearing. I'm going to throw this away. And we'll see what we can do with this adhesive, okay? So we got a tiny bit, but I do have like some replacement ones that I've been saving for other computers, so I can use that if this isn't good enough. And this one actually, oops, I dropped something. And this one actually has the right shape, so it should be good. Okay. I dropped. Oh, let me grab that. Alright, so I'm back. Oh, I broke one of my spare parts, but oh well. Okay, so we got this. So now that we got both pieces out, you can lift the bottom up. Make sure that you clear this chip here. Alright, and then you can slide the screen down, and then you can fold this, you can tilt it forward. So I'm gonna actually open the screen up. Okay, and then I'm gonna lean this screen down over on top of this. Alright, so the cable does look like it's solid in place. It doesn't look like it's loose, but I'm gonna peel up this adhesive. Alright, so we'll just peel this up. Just like this. Okay. Alright. And then now I'm going to pull the connector tight to make sure that it's connected all the way. Since I didn't remove the battery, I don't want to disconnect the cable. I just want to make sure it's plugged in all the way. Okay, now that we got that, put the adhesive back down. And then I'm going to see if it still does the weird white fading thing. So it was fading in and out in white. So let's see if it's still going to do that. So right now the screen is okay, but once it got past the login screen, that's where it started having the issue. And it was kind of intermittent, so let's see. Okay, I don't know if that's the cable or the screen itself, so it's definitely one or the other. So right now it's not having the issue, but if I pull the cable, let's see if I, okay, let's see. Does it happen from moving this? It's not happening from moving this. So I don't think it's the cable, I think it's the LCD itself. Okay, so right now it's not doing it. It's like really random when it happens actually. Let's see here. So right now it's not doing it. Let me try opening and closing the screen all the way. So I'm twisting the screen all the way around like 360, and the problem's not happening right now. Oh, there we go. I don't think it's the cable. I think it's more likely the screen. So one way you can tell is if you move the cable, nothing's happening. It's just doing it on its own. So I'm moving the cable, nothing's happening. What about moving the screen? Nothing. Okay, so if I just leave it alone, is it gonna randomly start doing it? Nothing's happening. But anyways, I'm gonna stop the video there. So hopefully that helped you. to put it back, you basically have to do the same thing. As you can see in here, where these black lines are, that's where the adhesive goes. So you want the adhesive to go down like that and then curve and go down here. Okay, so when you put the screen back, that's how you do it. Hopefully you can figure out how to remove the battery yourself. I might be putting up a video of that soon. If I can't figure this out, I'm probably going to have to replace the screen later. So eventually I'll do that video. But I want to make sure with my customer that they're okay paying for the cost involved with that. So right now I'm moving the screen cable around and nothing's happening. So I have a good idea that it's the screen and not the cable itself. Usually if there's a cable issue, moving it around just slightly will start causing the problem. But this only happens, like right now it's not even doing it if I move this, see? So I'm pretty sure it's the screen itself because it's just randomly happening. It's very strange. Okay, moving this doesn't do anything. Okay, moving this doesn't do anything. Yeah, I think it's a screen.